Yep.
That's it, yeah.
Are we all rolling?
Yeah.
Okay. Hi guys, so tonight it's a 2-1 defeat for Sunderland in their final game of Group A in the Papa John's Pizza Trophy, a 2-1 defeat to Fleetwood Town. Sunderland started off well with, it's been given as an own goal for James Hill after 15 minutes, but from when we watched the game it looked like Callum McFanzine's shot was deflected and went off the post and went in, so we will give Callum McFanzine the goal, but 2 goals for Fleetwood from Barry McFay and Mark Duffy ended with a 2-1 defeat for the lads. Even though we put out a pretty inexperienced side tonight, a lot of youngsters in there, there were some positive things to build on, I must say. What do you think, guys?
I'll let you go first, Michael. Go on.
Okay. There were a few positive things. I think first half, the lads that were in there, obviously, you've got the team news and team list in front of me here. So apart from Jordan Willis, George Dobson, Aidan O'Brien and Callum McFanzian, pretty much everybody in there is a youngster that started the game anyway. And I don't think they did themselves any harm based on that first half performance. Pressed Fleetwood, got in their faces a lot, created a good number of chances, should have been more than 1 goal ahead. You can debate whether the goal was an own goal or not. I'm not too fussed about it. Second half, where I think we did run out of steam. I think we probably put a lot into the first half, and just second half we couldn't replicate it. Obviously, I missed a clean sheet, so I wasn't happy with the 2 goals we conceded defensively. I thought we were very poor for both of them. But at the end of the day, a lot of these guys, it's their first time out on the first team pitch. For me, though, for Fleetwood, yeah, fair enough. Joey Barton will have his usual antics after the game. I'm not too fussed about that. The more important game away at Fleetwood comes in the league in a couple of weeks. So I'll take losing this one if we win the league game.
Yeah, Conrad, would you agree with that? It was a lack of experience, would you say, particularly in the second 45 minutes that let us down, and we now just have to look forward to the league game where we can correct those errors in terms of the players we also put out on the pitch, but also rectifying the mistakes we made tonight. But it will be a completely different team when we play them in that league game.
Yeah, I think I agree with Michael on here. I think first half when we came out, we were quite pleasantly surprised to see is sort of the intensity and the high press that we've been playing on there. And it was a bit like, wow, look, a bit of pace and a bit of energy. And look, we've scared Fleetwood for the first 45, and then we were by far the better team in the first half there. O'Brien hit the bar from a diving header from a deep free kick. We obviously went 1-0 up with that McFanzine shot. I still don't understand how that can be an own goal. I'd really need to see it again. I don't think it can even look like it can hit anyone different there. But it seemed to be when we got that first one, the intensity was still there, but we never really had a shot at them again, if you know what I mean. We didn't force their keeper to make any saves, or their defence didn't have to do any sort of last-ditch challenges. And we even said, going into half-time, Barton's going to wake them up because he'll want to beat us on here. He was going to wake them up, and they'll come back out for us. And literally within 5-6 minutes, they were back to being level, and they were playing almost how we were playing in that first half. We seem to have reverted back to our usual way of how we've been playing in the game so far. And they were at us, chasing down every ball, chasing down every player who had it, and it paid off. And then a couple of minutes after that, the substitute tore down the left side, simple cross in, and it was 2-1. And we never really recovered or looked like recovering in the second half, really.
Yeah, I mean, Michael, coming back to you, considering we had one of our more experienced players, Jordan Willis, in the back three starting tonight, do you reckon that we could have done better to prevent those goals from a defensive point of view?
Quite possibly. I mean, when you look at who was with him, like Brandon Taylor was with him, and I don't know who else would have been with him in the three.
Oliver Younger, debut.
So that would make sense then. Two of them. Well, Brandon Taylor's played a couple of times, I think. For the first team, I think Brandon Taylor he played against Carlisle in this same competition. I could be wrong there. Oliver Younger, I'm pretty sure that's his first league debut. Start, certainly. It has to be. If not, then I'm astonished. So I'm a bit more lenient because it's their first ever game. And ultimately, like I said, the main thing I wanted to take out today was what these guys were capable of rather than the results. Obviously, when the games happen, you want to win. Of course you do. But could we have stopped them? Yeah, I think especially the first one, I think was really, really poor defending. Second one wasn't much better. I think both of them, it was basically like free hits in the box. But at the end of the day, I'm not going to lose sleep over it.
Yeah, I mean, we're through to the next round now. We go through runners-up in the group. I know there's been a lot of debate about what Sunderland fans think in the cup competitions this season, but we're through. We've got a tie in the next round. It's a game we have to play, but as long as we, depending on what side we put out, as long as we give it the full effort, then that's all the fans will appreciate at the end of the day. But going ahead, we've got a massive league game now against MK Dons at the weekend. It'll be interesting to see what first team regulars, because they've had a lot of days off now, which ones will Phil Parkinson put back into the starting lineup for that game. Conrad, I'll come to you first.
Yeah, I would think he'd probably go with the team that beat Ipswich, you know, without any sort of like change on it. Of course, I think we're still to find out is it McLaughlin and Flanagan might not be there. Is it international break, Northern Ireland?
Yeah.
So you've got Willis, who he got through the full game tonight. He looked fine. Do you know what I mean? I wouldn't say he was outstanding or anything. So you put him and Bailey right back in, and then you've either got Sanderson or O'Nien. Can he come back in now? Can he? Yeah, he can come back in as well.
Hume's a doubt, I think, injury.
At the minute, I'm not that bothered about that. I don't get me wrong, we would miss Hume, but after seeing McFanzine for the game and a half that we have done so far, I'd say that's fine. I'm all right with that cover. Do you know what I mean? We have someone there who was getting forward, just to sort of keep it going on there. I wouldn't say he's number one left back. I'd still say that's Hume, but I'd say he's got more than enough. Yeah, he's got more than enough about him to get through some games for us.
Yeah, Michael?
Spot on. I think when you look at first of all, thankfully, it looks like we're playing the MK Dons game, which I think it would have been silly to call. Well, hopefully we can say it would have been silly to call it off. Hopefully we still have to beat MK Dons, and I do believe we should be beating MK Dons if we want to go up. When you look at who we have at our disposal, most of our first team should be available, with the exception, obviously, of Flanagan and McLaughlin. And even if you have a back three, Willis has obviously got minutes in it under his belt tonight, which I take as a positive. He seems to have got through the game okay. So you have Willis, Wright, and Sanderson. I'd have no issue with that as a back three. If like Conrad said, if Hume's out, I think McFanzine, fair enough. Wouldn't have any issue with that either. O'Nien's back. If we should have, I'd like to hope we'll have our full strongest team available for Saturday. And for Saturday, no excuses. It's got to be 3 points. It's as simple as that.
Yeah, it's a massive game. All eyes will be on how we do it, considering MK Dons are at the other end of the table. But
I mean, Dino is right. Sorry to interrupt. Dino is right. We do have to respect that the results can happen on any given day. We do have to go out and still earn the right to beat MK Dons. Mm-hmm. But let's be honest, it's a poor result for us if we don't win.
If we don't win, it's a poor.
It's very poor. It's a must-win game on Saturday, as Michael touched on. Simple as that. Anyway, guys, thank you for joining us. I hope you've enjoyed tonight's live stream. Anyway, because we're trying our very best to get to 5,000 subscribers by Christmas time. Don't forget to like and subscribe for our lovely channel, SAFC.
2,000 for me as well.
Thank you guys for joining us tonight. The man, myth, the legend, Michael Bowers, who's almost reached 2K on his channel, by the way, and our beloved editor, Conrad Lee. Anyway, all eyes will be on Saturday's game against MK Dons. I believe we're doing another live stream for that, so watch this space. So
and on Thursday as well, we'll be back.
Yeah, also Thursday, the Thursday Night Live, back for unusual, which will be covering more on tonight's performance. So don't forget to tune into that. Anyway, guys,
lucky for Conrad on Saturday.
It's a defeat tonight, but keep the faith. Saturday's game and also the Fleetwood game that's coming up. The league fixture will be also more important. So all eyes on that one. Anyway, guys, thank you for joining us tonight.
Thank you
for watching us on SAFC Fan TV.